magkakaisa, iisang layunin, ito kasi susulong. Mag-aaral pagkunan, walang iwanan, tayo lilipad, tayo angat, anuman ang hamon. Tulong agila, di pa rin abutin mga pangarap mo. Tulong agila, sulong ito kalidad, Davaoenyo.
Welcome to Davao Region Dunong Aguila in support of the Comprehensive Region-Led Learning Continuity Plan. I Teach, integrating technology, academic community, and the household, ensuring every learner is safe and protected anytime, anywhere. Anchored on Sulong Idokalidad, this is DepEd Regional Office 11, delivering quality education across Davao Region.
Lumikha ng pagbabago, kaya natin to. Kabataang Davaoenyo, kaya natin to. Dunong agila, liparin abutin mga pangarap mo. Dunong agila, liparin abutin mga pangarap mo. Dunong agila, sulong kabataang Davaoenyo.
Kabataang magaling bihit ka, mga Davaoenyo sa akin makinig ka. Sulong ito kalidad, naligtas, at sabay-sabay nating ibigkas ang sulong kabataang Davaoenyo.
Good day to our listeners and viewers. Welcome to our program Dunong Aguila, Brigada 91.5 FM radio, and also in FB Live here in Brigada News Davao. I am Cleo Albay of Maa National High School.
And I am Liza Teresa Toledo.
We will be discussing recreational activities such as aquatics. This will be our topic today for our grade 12 course subject in health optimizing physical education for or hope for.
And we will cover lessons on identifying the signs and symptoms of dehydration and overexertion, and observing personal safety protocols to avoid dehydration and overexertion during aquatic activities. Teacher Cleo, we have been heavily occupied with school requirements for the past few weeks as we are nearing the end of the third quarter for this school year. How do you keep yourself sane in this kind of toxic schedule?
No matter how committed we are into our task, we must include recreation in our activities of daily living. That helps me to have balance and to recharge my battery so that my work performance will improve. Teacher Liz, to discuss further, let us define recreation.
Well, recreational activities are commonly referred to as leisure time activities. These are commonly done during our free time, away from our daily routines and duties for us to be fit or just to provide relaxation and pleasure.
Recreation is an essential part of human life and finds many different forms, which are shaped naturally by individual interests, but also by the surrounding social construction.
Now, speaking of different forms, recreational activities can be either communal or solitary, active or passive, outdoors or indoors, healthy or harmful, or useful or detrimental for society.
Well, it's a good thing that our choice of recreational activity for our discussion today is aquatics. It can be communal or solitary, it can be outdoors or indoors, and it sure is active, healthy, and useful for society.
Now, in the case of aquatics, it's any sport that takes place in and on the water and is also known as water sports. It includes swimming, surfing, sailing, snorkeling, canoeing, kayaking, water polo, water aerobics, and scuba diving. The last time I went swimming was in college, and that was about 20 years ago. It would sure be a good break if I could go swimming right now because of the heat.
Yes, that is correct. Aquatics, like swimming for example, may be competitive, but it can also be a form of recreation, especially when it is done to exercise, rest, and enjoy. Teacher Liz, are you up for a game of question? I will ask some questions and you answer with your quickest response.
Okay, shoot.
Alright, ready? Pool or beach?
Pool.
Swimming or snorkeling?
Swimming
Swimming alone or with group?
with a group.
Day swimming or night swimming?
Night swimming with all the lights.
Date on the beach or fun adventure with close friends?
I'm past the age of dating, so it's fun adventure with close friends.
I'm sure when you're still 20 years old, that answers will not be the same.
Yeah, that was fun. It made me excited for the coming weekend and do some of those aquatic adventures you have mentioned.
Well, aquatic activities are indeed fun and exciting, but be cautioned, spending a lot of time into it may lead to overexertion and dehydration.
Overexertion or overtraining occurs when people push themselves too hard during any physical activity.
Dehydration, on the other hand, is a condition caused by an excessive or too much loss of water from the body, commonly through excretion or discharges.
Okay, it's like perspiration or sweat, urine or feces or poop. It can also occur due to overexertion and when you do not drink enough water, especially during hot weather conditions.
Overexertion can lead to pain, discomfort, or even injury. In dehydration, on the other hand, wherein situations progress beyond mild dehydration to a condition that is more harmful to our health. In rare cases, it may be life-threatening. That is why it is important to be mindful to our limits and listen to our body. Knowing the signs and symptoms of dehydration and overexertion is important for quick response.
Okay, let us try to know the signs and symptoms of dehydration and overexertion by answering this activity. Focus on your screens now.
For the instruction, find and strike through all signs and symptoms of dehydration and overexertion hidden in the grid. The words may be hidden in any direction. Write your answer in a separate sheet. You have 30 seconds to answer the activity. Are you ready? Timer starts now. Time is up! How did you do with the activity? Did you find all the signs and symptoms of dehydration and overexertion hidden in the grid?
So let's give the answers, Teacher Cleo, so our students can check if they got everything right.
Here are the answers. We have nausea, cracked lips, tiredness, dizziness, dry eyes, weakness, thirst, diarrhea, vomiting, and fatigue.
Knowing the early signs and symptoms of dehydration and overexertion can help us to respond quickly and to avoid serious injury or harm. However, there is a popular saying which goes, prevention is better than cure. Here are some safety protocols or practices that should be done in order to avoid dehydration and overexertion during recreational aquatic activities.
Wear proper gears and attire. Do stretching and warm up before doing physical activity. Take frequent short breaks for hot environment or strenuous activities. Apply cooling mechanisms when the weather is hot.
Drink water throughout the day to keep yourself hydrated. Thirst is usually the earliest sign of dehydration, so be sure to drink enough water even before thirst kicks in. Avoid beverages that contain too much caffeine, alcohol, and sugar. Know and respect your body's limitations, and always bring your first aid kit and your knowledge on first aid.
So those are some examples of safety practices and precautions in doing any physical activities.
Now let us check our students' understanding by answering Activity 2. Instruction: look at the pictures on your activity sheet and show different situations during an aquatic activity. Choose from them. Encircle 3 unsafe practices that can be observed from each picture and number them from 1 to 3. On the space provided, write the corresponding safety practices to be done appropriately.
Number 1 is done for you. So write your answers in a separate sheet and you have 30 seconds to do the activity. Are you ready? Timer starts now. Time is up! Were you able to identify the unsafe practices? Let us give the answers, Teacher Liz, and let the students find out if they got the answers right.
Okay, for picture 1, number 1, it has already been given as a bonus, so the answer is he must wear appropriate gear and attire. Number 2, he must not bring beverages while doing the activity. And number 3, he must take short breaks and hydrate himself because it is too hot at 46 degrees Celsius.
It is hot. For picture 2, for number 1, he must wear a proper gear. If you notice, he is not wearing a cap like the others. For number 2, they must take short breaks. They have been for more than 1.5 hours, and that is too exhausting. And number 3, I don't know if you have noticed it, the goalkeeper has an injury in his left eye. He should let himself recover first.
How did you do on the test? Did you get everything right? I hope you did.
I believe that our discussion today has equipped our viewers, especially our students, with the right knowledge and understanding on how we can avoid dehydration and overexertion. By being aware of its signs and symptoms, and by observing safety practices and precautions in doing any aquatic activities.
I'm sure they did. We sincerely hope that from our discussion now, you are now encouraged to be involved in active recreational activities like aquatics.
So keep on tuning on to Dunong Aguila Brigada 91.5 FM radio and FB Live regarding News Davao. I am Clea Emalbay
And I am Liza Teresa Toledo.
at your service.